Hello everyone, and this is Sawyer Studios, and today I'm going to be doing another build and review on the AAT. Let's talk about this for a little bit. This is set number 75283. It's the Armored Assault Tank, and it has 286 pieces. Retails for $40 or $39.99 if you want to be specific. Yes, the price per piece is a bit askewed, but we do get some really awesome minifigs, which I'm looking forward to, especially the Ahsoka Trooper and the Ahsoka Tano Mandalorian Siege style. So let's open her up. I didn't point this out when I was doing the 501st Battle Pack review and build, but I don't like these. I don't like these thumb. The way that Lego sometimes has you open up their boxes is by pressing these in. I really see there goes the ribs. I really don't like that. I'd much rather have tape, and so Lego. Just a small little nitpick, if you could not do these thumb tabs anymore for these smaller sets and whatnot, that would be greatly appreciated. I'd much rather have the good old-fashioned tape on either side. But there's the back of the box. It looks really good. I mean, like, everything about this design is, oh, that's interesting. These do not come in a bag, and because of that, they're a little bit sawdusty. I don't know how to feel about that, so I guess let's just get into Alright, bag 1, bag 3, bag 2, here we are. Here's the sticker. Oh, good, minimal stickers. Looks like there's only 2 stickers. Beautiful. Alright, well, let's get started. I'm excited to build these minifigures. I'm excited to share my thoughts about this build with all of you. Let's see what we've got going here. Okay, build the Ahsoka Trooper first. It's been a very long time since we've gotten an Ahsoka minifigure. The last one we got was in that Rebel set with Commander Sato. That like, what was it, a medical frigate? Well, I mean, it was originally a medical frigate design in the Clone Wars, but I think they called it something else. That set, I didn't like that set. Like, you would only get that set for the minifigures. The interior was crap. There wasn't a lot of room or anything going on. It just wasn't a good set in my opinion. These 501st Troopers, they're really growing on, ooh, really growing on me, and this helmet looks very, very nice. Very nicely designed right there. So, I'll show a better close-up at the end, but yeah, that is a nice looking minifigure. I like that. Then we got the Ahsoka minifigure. Let's give her blue lightsabers that Anakin made better. Man, that Siege of Mandalore arc. That got me. That was so good. Looks like she has a double-sided face. Okay. Oh, the head tails. Something that my friend was made me aware of was like, so how long has it been since Ahsoka's left the Jedi Order? We're like, well, she kind of just left in that one arc with the 2 sisters, and then we see her with Bo-Katan at the end of that arc and right into the Siege of Mandalore, and her head tails are already like super long. It's like not that much time passed, I feel like, you know. Alright, let's get to building this. I'm already just gonna say it now, be done with it. I do not like the design of this AAT with the proportions. It is better than the one we got before, the tan version. However, I own the Clone Wars AAT, the first blue one that they've ever made, and let me tell you, that there's no beating that. It's interesting how Lego is doing some of these, some of the older classic sets, and they're remaking them again, but they're doing it smaller, such as the recent Clone Turbo tank that we got out. That was way smaller than the original one. Another example would be the Republic fighter tank, way scaled down, like very, very much scaled down on the first one. Let's see if I can think of any other examples because they exist. Oh, the MTT, way scaled down from the 2007 one. That was a huge disappointment. I always love when Lego puts in these, miscolored bricks. I mean, you're not gonna see them. They might as well just throw them in there. And I think they use it for so that you know where you are on the build. It's an easy indicator of where to place pieces. I just find it so hilarious. Like, oh yeah, let's give this guy some hot pink bricks to put on his AAT, on his Separatist AAT. Anyway, other examples of sets that were just super downsized from the first one, and right now nothing's coming to mind, but trust me, there are plenty more. So I mean, sometimes it's nice, you can put the price down. Sometimes they don't even do that, but hypothetically speaking, you could lower the price and put in some really cool minifigs and allow the more expensive sets to be reserved for stuff that's happening more recently in like a movie or a TV show that Lego wants to do. But at the same time, it's like if you're gonna, especially like the Clone Turbo tank, like it was just so small. Like if you're gonna redo the Clone Turbo tank, you might as well redo it right. You might as well put effort into it. I feel like it was kind of just given to us just to give us a juggernaut if you didn't get one. And I mean, this set isn't bad. I think what saves this set are the minifigs. And they could have given us 2 standard B1 battle droids, but they decided not to. They decided to give us the Kashyyyk style ones that we got in the AT-AP Walker. I think it was 2015 or whatever. Or no, it was more recent, 2017? 18? So they did decide to give us 4 very cool minifigs. They didn't have to do that. They also raised the price though. So, whatever. But, so far building this, I already see the shape of it and it already feels super small. Like this is, like just holding it in my hands. Like seeing it on a video is one thing. Holding it in your hands while building it is a whole nother thing, and this just fits in the palm of my hand. Like it's gonna be so small. But we didn't get this set for the tank. I mean, if you got the set for the tank, then I would say I would have suggested you save your money and find the original Separatist AAT that came out in the Clone Wars, in the first Clone Wars wave, because that was way better, and it would be worth paying the money just because that was an amazing set. But we got this, at least I got this, for the minifigs, and I'm right now very happy about the minifigs, and I forgot to give Ahsoka her lightsaber, so yeah, very happy with these minifigures that I will once again show more closely at the end of the video. If you also want to see more of these build reviews sort of things, then please I'll put a link right up there to my 501st Battle Pack build and review that I did yesterday. So please go watch that as well, because I'm pretty much just geeking out about about the 501st Battle Pack the entire time. So that's that. Also, that's just, I mean, that build was just a really cool build. I know I'm getting a little bit off topic talking about the 501st Battle Pack while I'm building while I'm building the Droid AAT. Also, it is like really hot here in Illinois. Like, we're not even that much farther south than in New York, but even so, it's just, oh my gosh, it's so hot. Alright. Just a couple things about, I guess, my apartment and its placement and stuff is there's a Chick-fil-A like 5 minutes down my road, so that's a plus. There's also a Steak and Shake. There's also a Red Lobster. I've actually only been to Red Lobster once, even though I love seafood. Usually when I get seafood, I wait till my family, and I go to Maine, because my grandparents, well, they're both unfortunately deceased, but when they weren't, we would go up there and visit them like twice a year. So I would just wait to get seafood when I was there. And it's sticker time after I put on these two pieces, or else I'm going to forget about them. Hey, this is okay, if you wanted to design an AAT for some kids to build, then yes. And I do recognize that I'm coming at this from a perspective of an adult. So something like this is like, Lego, you could have done something bigger with the AAT. Well, I do understand that Lego is not just for adults. It's not just for teenagers. It's also geared towards kids as well. And it does say 7 and up. So, kids who are really into the Clone Wars, can watch it, and, this won't be, This won't be, overwhelming for them to build. It's a fun build. It's a fun little build. And, I am gonna say that while I'm building it right now, because it is. It's not the behemoth that the original one was, but it's still a solid, it's enjoyable. I'm enjoying myself. And I guess at the end of the day, if you're gearing this towards a younger audience, which I think Lego is, then that is perfectly fine. It's just that, the Clone Wars started back the movie was released, in 2007, I believe? So, all the fans now, which, we started growing, we started there as kids, and now we are older, and we're 13 years older, and so a lot of the kids who started watching the Clone Wars originally, now we're adults, and so to get sets like this, obviously there are going to be more kids who are going to watch the Clone Wars later on, but us who started watching it from a young age, who stayed up late to, what was it, 7 Central on Cartoon Network, before Disney bought it, every Thursday, I think it was Thursday, every Thursday we'd just stay up and just watch the new episode. And that was just super nostalgic. And that was one of my favorite things about Thursdays. I remember that actually I would make my mom watch them. She's not a huge Star Wars fan, but she'd watch it with me anyway, and I'd have to explain some stuff to her. But it was so fun to just, have my, be with my mom and just watch the Clone Wars with her. And I remember when season 4 started, they actually they didn't have to, but they had the season premiere. It was an hour-long special, and I was like, what? And they combined the first 2 Mon Calamari episodes together. I want to say there were 3 episodes in all, but I remember them combining the first two together, and I thought that was really cool that they decided to do that. So yeah, and I just realized I built these pieces incorrectly. Um, so I remember that, and I remember like, oh wow, it's an hour-long special, and convincing my mom to let me stay up, even though it was a school night, and she did because it was Clone Wars, and I was being extremely persuasive. Like you're gonna want me to stay up and watch these. And I remember also getting into Clone Wars a little bit later, so some of the episodes that I had missed in like season one, I had to like find them online, which I think on the Clone Wars website they just had them there to stream for free. I think so, and I think the ones that no, I'm pretty sure I just watched them there. From what I remember, of course, my memory may be very faulty now, but that's what I remember as of right now. So, yeah, there's that, and that was a cool technique, Lego, that you did there. I see you. Okay. Yeah, this is actually, this is a very nice build. And I know I keep saying that, but I don't know, it just is. Okay, I can't get over the fact that it does look dinky, but I have to just keep on reminding myself this is geared towards a younger audience, and for them, it's sort of like, like the micro fighters, you really only get those for the minifigs and like stuff like that. And honestly, if you look at the micro fighter builds, some of them are really good. Talking about scaled down, this, for the amount of pieces that you get, and for Lego, if you're thinking in the terms that their goal was to scale this down, they did a pretty good job of getting everything situated and such, like utilizing all the spaces, all the pieces are going into the design very well. So I'm impressed with that, and like there are no pieces that are wasted. Like all of this is going into the final detail, and I think that's really. Did I just do that wrong? Yes, I did. I think that's really cool. It's my brick separator. So like there are no pieces in here that are like, oh, we just had that there to have it there. No, they're really making use of everything. So good job, Lego, on doing that. I'm assuming that I'm gonna have to make another one of these but mirrored image, so I'm just gonna build a mirror image of this guy right now. I can't be the only person who does that. I mean, I personally think it's more fun to do it and not check ahead because I've got time. I don't need to check ahead and stuff. I don't know if you can hear this, but I have some pretty noisy neighbors and stuff. But what are you gonna do? Trying to record like YouTube videos with noisy neighbors behind in the daytime when you have a very tight schedule. So yeah, go over there, and interesting. Okay, I like that. Okay, once again, this looks nice. Like this looks very nice, and I was correct that you do the same thing on the other side. I mean, this looks nice. This is a nice mini AAT. Are the proportions still off? Yes. Oh. Alright, there we go. It looks good. It looks good. I'm not going to complain about it. any more. At least I don't think I am. Alright, see, this is it's a pretty nice door. This looks pretty like, if I was in middle school, I'd be happy with this. I'd be happy with this mini AAT that I could, move around and play with. And I think Lego completed their goal. I'm just waiting to see. I'm just waiting to see how bad the proportion is with the top cannon. But I mean, if you think about it, also the proportions with micro fighters, those are horribly off. But you kind of have to look past that almost and be like, okay, well, these microfighters, are off, but the reason is because they're micro. They're supposed to be these mini versions, these mini representations of these vehicles and ships and whatever. And so you kind of have, you give them credit where credit is due. It's like, all right, Lego did a really good job making a mini version of this. It looks a little clunky, but I think that's almost the style of it. If you think about it. So, okay, this is how they want it. I mean, so again, I'm guessing that the other one is just a mirror image. So, click that on. Okay, is that on? We're going to attach this here. And this can swivel up and down. Alright, so far, this looks pretty decent, mini scale. I could use a bit more, I guess, more length in the back. Like if they just lengthened this out, that would be nice. But overall, like if you look at this flat like this looks like a really good mini AAT. I'm pleased, actually. It looks better in person. And with that being said, I think it will grow on me. Yes, we get to build the droids now. Alright. Once again, this set comes with amazing minifigs, and I think it's not just, you don't just get this for the clones, you can also have a nice variety in your droid army. You get these nice, forest green, sort of like army green torsos for the droids, and just the very nice head printing. And I think the first time we see a droid like this is in the first episode of the Clone Wars Season 1, so I think that's a great throwback to do. It pays homage. Oh, I didn't even realize this. You get chrome blasters. Or dark gray. I can't tell. No, they look shiny. Yeah, they are. They're chrome. Okay, thank you, Lego. Like, thanks for the chrome blasters. That is really awesome of you to do. Like, like actually, thank you. That is super cool of you. So, yeah, dang. Chrome blasters with the droids even. That is something else that's something that you don't see every day. And I mean, let me just say, these droids they look very, very cool. So like, this is a perfect place that you have your cool droids that kids might not have because they might not have gotten these droids a couple years ago in those sets. So this is a great place for kids to get those droids. It's an amazing set for playability because you got Ahsoka Tano and a Trooper. And that's perfectly a fair battle. You could definitely reenact some stuff or make up your own battle or whatever, because actually, yeah, there weren't any AATs for them to fight in the Siege of Mandalore, so you could just make it up. And I think that's really great for creativity, and I definitely see kids having fun, like fighting this tank with Ahsoka. Like, that is definitely something that I would do if I was a kid with this set. And I mean, so far right now, the tank looks great. The mini scale, it's working. I mean, the design is great. I don't know if I really appreciated this enough, but just the top of it looks very clean. It just looks super good, and I can tell that I'm building the top cannon right now, so I guess we're gonna see how that turns out. Yeah, but just, yeah, really good job, Lego. Oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna have to hold these. Wait, what? Oh, I see. That explains a lot. Alright. There we go. It's okay. It's good. Oh, that's a cool technique that you got going there. Okay. I'm curious to see how you flush that out so that it looks clean. Still some good detail going on right here. We got a very nice curvature to this. Ah, I see. Okay, we're gonna put plates over this. Yeah, I like how this is coming out right now. Looks like you got a nice little seat for the droid back here. Filling out that circle design with some more curved pieces, which is very nice. If I can find the other piece that's definitely hiding from me and blend it, there we go. Okay. You know, even as an adult, this is a pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty fun build. Like, this is just, I don't know, it's just nice. Like, it reminds me of simpler times. It reminds me of the sets that I used to buy when I was a kid, and would just, build as a younger person. And so I'm enjoying this very, very much. It might not be, it might not be a UCS set, but I think they all have their places, and there's a place and time to build a UCS set, to display a UCS set, but there's also a place and time just to relax, This build, if you just want to build Lego just to build Lego, and you just want to have a little activity to do, just to be cathartic, just to have a breather, I would highly suggest this set. If you like Star Wars, this is no longer just a set to get for Ahsoka and the 332nd Trooper. This is a set that I would say get it just to be able to build, because this is an enjoyable, simple build. That's the word I'm looking for. It's nostalgic. This has a lot of nostalgia linked with it, and I don't think I've seen these pieces in forever. Yeah, I mean that's all. It's a nostalgic build. I am being reminded of my childhood right now while I'm building this set. So. It was just reminding me of just like how much I miss being a kid, and just not having these financial responsibilities. These are okay. Wait a minute. There we go. place that down. Do that. Place one of these guys right on top. Small antenna behind, and the sword on top. Like that they used a sword piece. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's a pretty good top for being a mini build. That looks very nice. Yeah. Excellent job. Alright, here's this part. And let's see how long this looks. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty long cannon, and they even show a diagram of put it on. There we go. Yeah, so looking at it, they definitely could have shortened it to about like here. It does look, the top does look a little bit too beefy for the body. Let's just take the top off for a second. Look at the body. Here's the body. Body looks really good right here. And if they could somehow shrink the top down, I think this top, you'd expect to find this on like a bigger AAT. This is more, the only proportion problem really is this part and this part. Once you put them together, it looks not as good, but separately they look fine. And I guess as a child, if I'm playing with an AAT, the bigger the gun, the cooler the set is. Like, oh my gosh, look how big this gun is. I can just pew, pew, pew. So as a child, for the perspective of a child, the purposes of what LEGO I think was trying to do, I think this is a really good effort, and yeah, it looks really nice. I'm just gonna have to set aside the proportions. So yeah, it's built. Let's get into the review. So here is the AAT. Let's just quickly get a close-up look on these amazing droids. They look beautiful. The design on the heads, as I said, the chrome blasters that they get are very nice. The olive green torsos, beautiful. You get two identical ones, and you get a nice Ahsoka trooper or a 332nd trooper, and you get footprinting. You get pretty much the same torso and legs as the 501st trooper, and the same head. The only thing different is the helmet that has been painted orange in the design of Ahsoka Tano, which is a really cool design element. And yeah, there's the face again. And then you have, of course, Ahsoka Tano in her Mandalorian gear. You got the belt printing, the leg printing, the torso. Everything looks so flush with her design. Like, LEGO did a really awesome job. Lightsabers are just the standard blue ones. There isn't one that's shorter than the other, even though that would be technically correct. So I think that the only thing LEGO could have done better is if they made a lightsaber blade that was just smaller. I think that would work for them. I also think that works for them if they ever make another Yoda minifigure to shorten the green blade. That would be the only thing that I would fix. So there's the back printing, and there's her double-sided face, which looks super cool. There's the front of the face, which also looks very, very nice. Sort of Ahsoka, one eyebrow raised face look. So there's the head tails on. Once again, beautiful head tails. Very nice. And here is the AAT, the Armored Assault Tank. There's the side profile. You got the two guns on each side that can turn as far as it will let it, not fully 360 degrees, but pretty darn close. You have this gun that can swerve 360 degrees, so there's that. You can do all sorts of things with that. It does raise up as high as farther than a 90-degree angle, and it can go all the way back down so it's level. Got the antennas on top. Very nice design. The back does not lower down in a ramp as it should, so the only way to access the control panels inside is to open up this flap, which looks very nice in my opinion. Got some nice control panels in there, and you can take one of your droids and you can just sit them down and plop them in there. Just realized, there we go. Pop him back in there. Probably should not have his gun. I don't think he'll fit with his gun. Oh, look at that, he does. You also have a hatch up here for a droid to sit in. It is a very shallow hatch, so you're gonna have to, I mean, if you're playing with this set, I honestly would stand them up in there. If I can get their feet in there, I'd honestly just stand them up and then have that hatch down like that, sort of like in all those scenes where you see a droid sticking their head out. And then the final feature of this set is that back here you have some Technic pieces right here, as you can see, and the point is if you pull down on them, you're going to shoot out the flick-fire missiles at the bottom. Go. And they're pretty well concealed, actually. So these spring-loaded missiles are very well concealed. I don't have a problem with it because they're not like blatantly out there, but it's a very good playability feature. It comes with one extra one in case you lose it. So yeah, that's the AAT. So I hope I've given you all some insight on whether or not to get it. If you get it for just the minifigures, and that's great, but I do honestly think it's an enjoyable build, and I would highly suggest it. It was very relaxful, and yeah, I liked it a lot. Very good playability. Highly recommended for like your younger siblings or something. This is a great set for them to have, regardless of the proportions. It's just a great play set, and I think that they would love it. Alright everyone, thank you for watching this build and review. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. Click that bell icon so you know when I'm posting new content. I will be letting you all know updates about me being here in Illinois and stuff. I just pre-ordered the Razor Crest yesterday, so that should come in September 10th. Hopefully, like with all the shipping stuff that's been happening, it's not delayed and I get it sooner than later. Alright everyone, this is Source Studios, and I'll see you all in the next video.